Yes. Now we will be discussing about qualitative data coding in Taguette. I will not discuss the basic things about what is qualitative method, types, what are the steps. I have that video and I'll upload that in my YouTube so that you could go through the basic before going into the coding. So I'll jump into the coding in Taguette. And please follow this video in the future if you have to repeat it with you. So it will be more easier. So I will start with Taguette. Search Taguette in Google. Just Taguette, the free and open source qualitative coding data analysis tool. Yeah, this is when you open Taguette, the taguette.org will bring you this Taguette. Okay, it will bring you this one. In Taguette, either you can do it on online. Try out Taguette on our software option is there. You can do it online. The importance of doing it online is you can collaborate with other researcher. Two or three people could and connect it, could code it together, or you can do in different computer. If you are coding in a group, data analysis in a group, this online server or online version is helpful. However, there is uh, work locally also. It means if you wanted to download this in your computer and work it without any internet connection, if you wanted to work in your own computer, whether you are offline or online, then you can go through install now. And these are the steps to install Taguette. If you are on Windows, click this on Windows. If you are on MacBook, click on this MacBook. So go through it. If you are doing on Windows, then click Windows, and it will let you download our latest release page, and it will take you to how to install that in your computer. So it will give you idea of how, yeah, Mac installer you have to go through. If you are Windows installer, and you can get a free trial from here, you can see. So in this way, you can download in your computer and do it offline. However, today I will do it fully online, because if I do it online, it will be easier for others to collaborate as well. So I will go to try out Taguette on our server where you need to be online to do this. If you have to do it locally, offline, do this work locally option. Now try out Taguette. I'm clicking this. Now it brought me to this welcome page. It is always telling that Taguette is an open source web-based document tagging tool for qualitative data analysis. Using this tool, you can upload a collection of document and code it. Okay. Now I'll do register. First of all, if you don't have any login or any information, or you don't have any account, first you need to have account. So register now. If you register now, you can put your login. For example, you can keep anything. KCANUP04. My password, I can keep anything. That. So you can do that. Keep your own password, confirm the password, and keep your email address. My keep email address KCANUP04@gmail.com. So in this way, you can follow, and I accept the service and register. I have already done this, so I will not put my password. I will not confirm it. So in this way, you can register. Once you put login, password, confirm password, email, I accept the service, then register. So now you have registered. Once you register, come to this login. You have already registered. Now come to this. So my login ID KCANUP04. My password, I'll put it. So I am logging in. So once you create an account, now you can log in. So this view will come once you log in. So welcome Casey Anup. Now here are your project. Yes, you can do on your previous project. For example, I did this project on July. So I have my project. These are my transcript. These are my coding I did in the past. These are the highlights I did in the past. Now, if you have to do it new, I will always suggest you to do it start from new. So you start from create a new project. So if you are starting, create a new project because I wanted to work in new project, or if you have to start, of course you have to start on new project. So my project name is Coil Code, Coil Coding October 27. So I'm starting it today. So I'm putting it while coding, and be careful while whenever you put it, uh, you might need to write. Sometime spacing or those things might not be accepted. So be careful. So I kept this while coding October 27th so that there will not be any problem. Description. So learning qualitative coding in Taguette. So this is my project description. No, so I will create a project. First, now project is created. Since you have already created the project, and as I already mentioned, if you are doing qualitative coding, you have your transcript in hand. You already have all those, all all done recording. All you have after the recording, you have done translation, transcription. You have checked all those error. Now your transcript is ready to code. Once your transcript is ready to code, now bring it here. What you should do before that, please see my videos on YouTube as I already gave you on the link. I'll upload that today if you need that in the future. So I will I need a document now. I will add a document. I will add my transcript. For example, I might have 3 interview, 4 interview, 5 interview, 15 interview. So I will keep my one interview as interview one interview as interview two, another as three, or I might keep R1, respondent one, R2, R3. So I will have separate document for all those respondent. For example, I will add a document. I will choose the file. I'll choose the file. So I have all those R1, R2, R3, R4, R5, R6. For now, I will take only three, R1, R2, R1, R2, R3. Okay, R1, okay, open it. This is interview one, import. Again, add document. I will put interview. I will choose again R2. I will choose R2 is respondent 2 and open it interview 2, import. They are the transcript, okay? And add a document, choose R3, okay? So interview 3. So there might be many interviews you are doing. You can import all those separate interviews. So this is interview 1. If I click interview 1, can you see this is my interview 1? This is the transcript of interview 1. Somebody is asking, interviewer is asking question, respondent is giving response. Interviewer asking question, respondent is giving response. So in this way, uh, this is the interview one transcript, interview three transcript. This is the interview one transcript. This is the interview two transcript. In this way, how many interviews you have, you can bring them here by add a document option. Okay, add, just choose the file, give the document name. In this way, you can import. For example, I will add one more. I will add R4 as well. So it is interview 4. So how many interview you have? Bring it over here, and it's free to do coding here. Now all my 4 interviews are here. Now I will start coding. So what is the process? Okay, so these are the 4 document I have. I will start from interview 1. As I already told you in the past, if you have to do qualitative coding for your easiness to finish it faster, start with the smaller one so that it will be easier for you. So you will be confident to do more interviews as well as more coding. Once you finish the first one, you will jump to the second and then third. So you will have more confidence of finishing them fast if you start with a smaller one. So I will go with interview 1. Yeah, this is FGD, but I'm just treating it as an interview 1. So what you do is now you have to start coding. So how to start coding? Once you import the document, once you log in, once you set your project, after importing your interview transcript, now you will start coding. So I will start coding. So I will not code the question I asked. I will start coding from where the respondent is giving response. So for I am reading, after COVID, we followed that protocol and experienced that protocol. Now I will start coding. This is a new information coming to me. They followed protocol. So here is a new highlight. So click that. Once you highlight it, for example, I highlight this text with the mouse. Now new highlight is coming. I'll click it. So is there any previous tag you have? If you don't, then you have to create a tag. So this tag is protocol. They followed protocol. Okay. Or you can keep any code, and you should understand that in qualitative research or qualitative data analysis, code are, or in this case it's tag, but codes are short representation of a whole, saying of a respondent. It is the few words, you keep few word, one word or two word or more or few, to represent what people are telling. Oh, for example, this is a followed protocol. So I will save and close. So my followed protocol is there. So I will save it. See, once I highlight this, this is highlighted. Now it's highlighted in yellow color. And what this yellow color mean? It is followed protocol code. Now I will move forward. In that way, now you keep on reading and start coding. In that way, we maintain the gap. Now we have already reached the normal scenario. We maintain the gap. I found something new. In that way, we maintain the gap. So I will give new highlight. So is it followed protocol? No, I think it's a new one. And what is the new code for this? Maintain the gap mean physical distancing. I like to give it physical distancing. So save and close. So another code is found physical distancing. So save and close. See, this is followed protocol. This is physical distancing. Now I will keep on reading forward. But now we have already reached the normal scenario before coding. Okay, this is also new information. I will code it. So this also has a new tag. So normal condition. After COVID, people are coming to the normal condition. So this is also tagged. So see, just highlight. Once you highlight, there will be new highlight, and then you can start coding. It happened, and another one I'm looking. It happened at the time. Now the effect is not like this. Yeah, this might be new information. It's not like this, but it is also saying it's normal. So you can new highlight. So it's like normal condition. So I already made this tag or code. Now I will just click that one. So save and close. Now this is having save. And can you see here? Can you see here? Followed protocol is coded once or tagged once. Normal condition, we tagged it twice. See, we tagged it twice. Physical distancing, we tagged it one. So we keep on coding these things. I will move forward like this. See, this COVID has taught me a lesson now. At least people have started using what lesson? People have started using marks. So I will do a new highlight. So it is, I will create a tag. It is use of marks. People are using marks. Use of marks. So this is the new tag and just save and close. So this new use of marks is coming here and it's tagged once or coded once. In practice, I'm reading forward. In practice, we are following hand washing and using marks now. So it is hand washing and using marks. So you can write like in practice, we are following hand washing. You can give this new tag because hand washing, we have never done it. So create a tag, make it hand washing. Hand washing and save and close. Now save and close. So this in practice, we are following hand washing. It is coming under hand washing. Now, and using marks. Yeah, it's repeating. So I will use marks, use of marks. I'm just, I have already made a tags of use of marks. So I'm again creating the previous text. So use of marks is coming twice. It is coded twice. Normal condition is coded twice, while others there is one time coding. As for P1, many people have started forgetting these things. In my case, okay, many people start forgetting, means if they start forgetting, means they might be coming to the normal. So people are coming to the normal condition. So as I have already the normal condition, that is already, the code is already here. So I am coding this normal condition. In my case, I have continued hand washing and using marks regularly. So you can tag it. In my case, I have continued hand washing. So you can highlight, new highlight. So you can click hand washing because this code you have already prepared. So you can click and using marks regularly. You can also highlight this. So use of marks if you want, save and close. It has made these changes on me. So changes has made. As a medical person, if you ask me, yearborn and waterborne diseases load that is in Nepal is expected to be lower and it is also observed. So in this case, yearborn and waterborne diseases. So if this is relevant to you, then you can also code it. It is a lesson learning. So all this highlighted is I wanted to create a new tag. If the new tag is lesson learning. So save, your code is saved and your highlight is also saved. In this way, you start coding. And I finished my document one. If you see the document view, I finished my document one. Interview one is highlighted and I coded it. If you move forward to another interview, since you can upload as many interview you have done. So I will go to interview two. In interview two, again, I will do the same process of coding. In what way? I will click the highlight and start doing. In what way? Okay, what do you mean by interaction? Why we have found changes in meeting and interaction? So they have changed the interaction. So I will create new highlight and so interaction here mean either they are doing physical distancing or you can create new tag, change in interaction, change in interaction. So your new code is formed, save and close it. It was during that time, if windows are not open, we are hesitating to enter in unventilated room. It means look at that. That was the habit alone. One thing about, okay. So this look like it is also similar to physical distancing because they wanted to do physical distancing. They wanted to close the window. For example, this is about that. So save and close. So you have already that tag and coded those. One thing about sanitation, Washing hand and using sanitizer is follows. So washing hand and sanitizer is followed. So washing hand, tag for washing hand washing, and using sanitizer is followed. You form it sanitizer, or if you have no sanitizer, create a tag sanitizer. So save and close. So save and close, sanitizer coming. If the washroom is near, we feel like hand washing. If the washroom is near, we feel like hand washing frequently. So this is hand washing. So in this way, if you already have a code, you can code it. Now I finished my document 2. So I'll move to the interview 3. In this way, how many interview you have, you keep on highlighting and coding those. Talking about now, I'm not reading I what I is saying. I am only coding what a respondent is saying. Talking about the pandemic, we have not got sufficient information about it. So in this case, this is a new information. So I will make new highlight. Lack of information, because they didn't get a sufficient information. So lack of information, I am saving and closing. So lack of information is there. If you see, due to this, there was no problem during interaction with family member. However, discussing with outsider and interacting with them was less. So we changed the interaction. This means they changed the interaction pattern. So I will click change in interaction for this. In this way, I highlight it. Again, I will read another respondent saying, I myself was involved in health communication sector. We have received official notice on the type of information we received during COVID-19. So they received information. So highlight it. Or is there any lack of information is there, but there is no new information because they got a lot of new information during COVID. So just save and close and new information. This is stat. In that case, marks was always used while talking with others and distance was also maintained. So in this case, marks was used while talking. So this is the marks, use of marks. I click the use of marks and distance was also maintained. We did not come out of the house and interact with them by being safe. So it also means you followed physical distancing. So I'm clicking this. We have used sanitizer for the first time during COVID-19. So this is sanitizer. We have already have a tag for that. Inside the house, every member was using masks. So masks, you use the masks, use of masks. In this way, you will keep on tagging. To keep family members safe, there was asthma patient in my home. My mother has asthma problems. To save her, we use sanitizer. So they use hand sanitizer and washing hand frequently. So highlight it. So sanitizer, or if you want to tag both, you can tag as well, hand washing as well. See, you can tag both or one. I tagged both because there is hand washing as well as sanitizer. Do you think, in my opinion, the safety measure followed were not sufficient? Okay, insufficient. This is the new information coming up. So create a tag insufficient information. Or is there any insufficient, or there is lack of information? I think we already have lack of information. You can click that as well. Insufficient information and lack of information. Yeah. If you already have a code, you do not need to recode. I have got that information, but other people might not have received such information. Yes, that person got information. So it's like new information for him. And then it's like feeling a sense of discrimination. People were understanding that also coming from radio. So they got new information from radio and television. So new information. So in this way, you can code your document. So if you go to document mode, I still have one more interview for, if I want, for example, I treat that FGD as a fourth transcript. So in this way also, you can code this. This pandemic, we were not affected a lot in rural area. We have heard about it somewhere. In the city area, there was a problem of interaction. So there was change in interaction. That means, so you can highlight that. Most probably in the village area, you did not, they didn't follow. Looks like there was less issue of during or in the village area, COVID was not an issue. So they were normal. So they were in normal condition. So in this way, you can code your interviews. For coding in Taguette, please make every interview as a transcript. So interview 1, interview 2, interview 3, interview 4. So in this way, this is the way you tag. Now, how to do further analysis after tagging, or how to do further analysis after coding? Let's move forward. So these are the highlights. These are the highlights. See all highlights. Now see, whatever you highlighted, everything is here. From interview 1, you highlighted this. This is highlighted and this is coded. This is interview 1. All these things are highlighted and coded in interview 1. You could check. So interview up to here, interview 1. Interview 2, these are the things you coded. These are the text you highlighted and coded. Interview 2, all those things are seen. For interview 3, these are the highlight and these are the code you gave. So in this way, up to interview 4, all you coded are shown. So for that, what you have to do, go to highlight, see all highlight, you have to click. In this way, you see all. You can see change of interaction 3 times, followed protocol 1 time, hand washing 5 times, normal condition 4 times. In this way, use of marks 5 times. All you tagged, all you coded are seen, and it's free. You don't need to pay money to use it. Now, how to export it into Excel, that is important. Okay. And before moving on to how to export into Excel, I will show you few more things. Project, see, um, there are many options. You can manage collaborator. If many of you want to work together, keep the username and share this so that you can share this document. For example, I am working on this. I can leave the project. I can add anybody. So many collaborator could work at a time in the same document, or you all can do it online, just like you do in Google Doc, Google Sheet. So everybody can work together in coding. So online version, manage collaborator will help you to collaborate. So use the people who you want to give access or collaborate with, username, and what option you want to give, full permission, what type of permission you will give to that person, give and add to project. So in this way, you can add collaborator and you can work together. So I will do save or close or cancel. So that is about managing collaborator or adding collaborator or working together. Now you can export this whole project. Whatever you did, your whole project will be exported. Now it is downloaded. You could see I could export the project. Sometime your code book, you already have this tag. Now you can also export this code book, whatever thing you coded on document, Excel, you can do it from export project, export code book. Or for example, we have the code book for this session. I might have code book of the previous session. So I might import that code book as well. For example, choose file. If I have my already set up code, I do not need to tag again and code. So in this way, you can, from project info, you can collaborate, you can export your current project, you can export your current code book, or you can bring already coded thing so that you don't need to make highlight. You just could bring that code book and start tagging here. So these are the way, or you don't want to delete project, don't delete. Okay. So in this way, project info will give you a lot. Document view will give you all document. And interview 1, this is the document. Backlight mean it will only show you highlighted things and it will all backlight it. See, only highlighted thing are prioritized, all thing are backlighted. So in interview two also, all other that is not highlighted is backlighted. So this backlight will help you. Whatever you didn't code, that is backlighted. In interview four, these things I didn't highlight. So backlight will show you whatever thing you code there, that will be highlighted, other thing will be backlighted. So I'm clicking it off. Now, once you see this document more, you go to highlights and you all have this highlight. You can tag or create a tag from here, or you can tag from here as well. From new highlight also, you can tag. So this is the way you can tag and also code. Now, how to bring this into Excel, I'll show you now. So all these things, I'm clicking see all highlights, click see all highlights and export this view. So you wanted to export all these things you coded only. So export this view where in the Word, docs mean Word file, HTML file, PDF, Excel. I will export to Excel. So usually in the past, I have already taught you how to do coding on Excel. So I will take that to the Excel. So I will do on Excel. See, it's downloaded. All tags, that is the downloaded. I am opening it. So I can show you all those things coded on Excel. And later in Excel, you can do thematic analysis. All those coded things you could. Now so this is the Excel file. I hope you are able to see all those things I'm doing enable editing. So see, the document ID, interview one, and this is the tag, this is the content you downloaded. All those things, these are the tag, these are the codes, these are the highlighted things. They are all coming here in Excel. Now it will be easier. And from which document? It's from interview one, interview two, interview three. All those things, whatever you code, whatever you highlighted, all those things are coming up here. So see, ID mean all interview one is getting same ID. You could see interview one, you are getting same ID, and interview two, you are getting different ID, and all for interview two, the ID is different. So which ID, which document, which tag, which content, these things on Taguette, I'm bringing it to Excel. Now you can do whatever you like. For example, if you wanted to continue with thematic analysis, you can do that. Or if you wanted to do further analysis, sometime I use this option. I will show you. I will work on. I'll make it more easier. I'll show you a few things. I highlight this tag and I highlighted this tag and content. Now you can work on pivot table on Excel. Okay. So how to work on pivot table? I will show you. It will be more easier. I highlighted this tag and content. And if you go to insert, there is pivot table. So insert pivot from table. So new Oxit. Okay. Click it. So this is a pivot. Okay. In new Oxit, it is a pivot. So all the tag and content I am bringing, it's shown here. So bring this in row. Bring this content in row. Now see, all those coded things are coming together. In this change in interaction code, these are the saying of the people. These are the people view. Change in interaction mean these are people. These are the thing what people said. Followed protocol. These are the thing what people told. About hand washing, what people told. They are all here. If the washroom is near, so this will make your work much more easier. See, in all code, this code mean these are the saying. For this code, these are the people saying. So the thing you do on NVivo, MaxQDA, you can do few things over here, but if you once bring it to the Excel, you code on Taguette, you highlight those things, you tag those things, you code those things, and you bring it to Excel, and you can see this tag mean this. These are the saying for these tags. So in this way, this makes your work more easier. So this if you have to take out this transcript, or if you have to take out this quote in your report, you can see this is the code and this is the quotation. You can bring it to your report. Another thing also I can do. So you can also sometime you can calculate how many people say how many times. You can do that as well. If you do sum, you can. So this is the way you make, you bring code and you show according to the code what are the people saying. Now I will show you another thing. Now in the same context, you can see, highlight these two things, again make a pivot table, new worksheet. Now I will make a different thing. I will show you. Now the tag, you can click the tag. See how many tags are there. And if you want value, you can see move to value. So how many tags are altogether there? 30 codes are there. So I will bring it on the row. And if you want to bring content also, you can bring it. Or if you wanted to tell how many time it is coming up, you can bring it to value. So bring it to value. See, I brought tag in the row and values. So how many times this is coded? 3 times. How many times it is coded? 1 time. So it will show you code and their code frequency. So this is code. This is code and this is code frequency. Code frequency. In this way, you can see, you make your code and code frequency. And in the previous sheet, this is about code and the description. Code and the description and the quotations. These are the codes and the quotation. In this way, you can bring it on Excel and analyze more. Or if you want to make a map, if you want, once you bring on Excel, now you can make map, right? So in this sheet too, now you can make a graph, you can make a map by using this table. So you tag it here, you code it here online, or you code it in Taguette. Now you brought that code into Excel and you started doing things. Now you can make a map, you can make a table, you can make a figure, you can make a graph, you can make a, sometimes you can make a old diagram as well. All these things, you can bring that onto one Excel. So this is the way you do tagging. Or for example, if you wanted to do more thing, okay, interview one, for example, you wanted to see interview and the tag. You don't want to go into the content, but you wanted interview and the who were the respondent and what was the tag coming up. So go to this insert pivot table. So in pivot table, what you can do is you can keep tag and document in row, or document in column, or don't, or you can bring in row. So see, change in interaction. How many people are saying change in interaction? 3 people. Interview 2 is saying, 3 is saying, 4 is saying. Who said followed protocol? Interview 1, first interviewer. So first respondent is saying here, 3 respondents are saying. So in this way, you can also analyze who are telling those things. And again, if you wanted to bring another pivot table, insert pivot table, make pivot table. Now you can make another table like values. You can bring values as well. Document. How many? Okay, keep it on interview 1, interview 2, interview 3, 4. Now, and tag, you can keep on values. See, interview one, how many tag you brought from interview one? You did 11 coding, 11 codes from interview one. You brought 5 codes from interview two. So this is respondent and this is number of codes, number of codes. So number of codes. So this is the way you can do analysis. Now, according to your preference, you can make a chart, you can make a flow diagram, you can make a O diagram. Once you bring on Excel, you can do these things. See, all those tags I brought first in the Excel. With the help of pivot table, I found this. This is the way the code and the text is coming up. If you wanted to bring it to the report, take this code and take this into the report, take this extract into the report. Now I made table, how many code and code frequency. I made row, I made who told this change in interaction, interview two, interview three. I could show that as well. I also made interview one, how many code you brought from interview one, interview two. So whatever you have on the highlight, you can take it to the pivot table and you can form whatever type of table graph you wanted to make. In this way, you can do coding and also thematic. For example, now if you have to start thematic analysis, you can start from here in the same document. You start from, okay, this is followed protocol. Now you can make sub themes and themes later on, okay? With this own code, just we did on Excel before, you can make sub themes, you can make, you can revise themes, or you can make, you know, themes, final themes according to, okay, this is followed protocol. In which category it falls. You all know coding mean today I saw you the open coding, whatever you brought from the field, whatever you have the transcript from the field, you are coding according to whatever information you have. Now that was the inductive process. Okay, the coding I'm showing you inductively because I'm not bringing any pre-designed codes. I made my code by reading the document. So it is open coding or I'm using inductive process. And as I already showed you here, you have option to bring the code from outside and you can start your coding. So you can work from other code. You are working on the predetermined code. In that case, it might not be open coding, but you might be applying some sort of deductive process of coding. So import coding, codebook also works. So this is the way you can perform coding and further analysis in Taguette. And I will also show you there are different way. There is, you know, if you go to Taguette, there is a guide in the top. See Taguette home, Taguette guide. If you click Taguette guide, it will also tell you what are the different things you could do. Open Taguette in the beginning, you open Taguette. It's here, okay? On the top, there is a guide also. Open Taguette. This is the way you import a project, start a project. You name the project and start it. As I already mentioned before, you can upload material. As I mentioned, I uploaded 4 transcript. You can add a document. After adding a document, you can change the language and server. You can account setting, all those things. Account setting also you can do according to your preference, according to your language. Today I didn't show you language because I'm doing on English. You can add collaborator, as I already mentioned. There is a manage collaborator. You can add your collaborator, as I already explained. It is also shown here. Manage collaborator. What type of permission you want to give, full or what level of permission. Full permission means they can do all. What you can do, can't change, collaborate, delete. So these are the options you can give, and then you start creating your tag. Tag here mean code. So I also showed you by reading the document, I coded. So this is the way you code it. The information is here. If you wanted to make a new tag, new code, it is here. This is the process. Now you can, if you want to delete also, you can delete it. But today I'm not deleting anything. So you can delete. Sometimes you can merge your tag also. There is an option to merge your tag. So if you wanted to merge, if you think this tags should be combined. You can merge as well. There is a merge option also. I will show you later. And then highlighting, you can show all those highlighted text, new highlight you can do, new code you can give. So there is a guide for also for a view highlighted and tags. So you see all highlight and the tag over here. Now you can import that into your Excel, and export option is there, or you can do all those things. So this is the way you do things on. So I will go back. I'll go back now. Now this is Quile coding. October 27 is our project right now. This is the document view. This is the highlight view. And if you see highlight view, if you click this or see highlight, create a tag, you can tag from here. You can export from here. You can see the project information here. You can see the document information here. You can see the, and here you can you see edit. Now, if you click this edit one, in every code, there is edit. So if you code edit, so you can merge. If you wanted to merge, then you can change in interaction with which tag you want to merge. Change in interaction. Do you feel it is like change in interaction mean is it like physical distancing? If you think change in interaction and physical distancing are same, you can merge. Change in interaction and physical distancing. Now, if you click merge tag, it will merge those tags. So, for example, if I merge it here, so they are on the same line, or they come the change in interaction, and they are, you can see they could be shown here as a merge tag. So in this way, physical distancing, I convert it, or you can merge previous code into new code if you mean the same thing. If sometimes you take the same thing differently, you can merge. So in this way, you can do qualitative coding on Taguette, and all other thing like, as I already, you can see export option, merge option. If you follow this, um, document or getting started with Taguette, it will also help you. Or if you go in the beginning, if you go to your home, you see, this is the way you start. If you work on your server, click your server. If you wanted to download and install in your computer, install now, you can do it. So you can work in your computer or you can work on the online Taguette, and you can export as well as import that in your Excel, and from Excel also you can do further analysis. Like once you have code, you can do thematic analysis. You can make a sub theme and themes. Now